no familial connection.
Right.
They both looking at me like, you answer it. Because I'm about that life. We've cut everybody off. We've cut them off. My mother's out. My auntie that's a Jehovah's Witness, she won't even talk to me because I'm an apostate. My aunt that's traced out of Christ, she still weasels her way in every now and then. You know, I just want to drop them off a birthday card with their money in it, and she'll try to put in that conversation, you know, even to the point where one of the children, maybe a couple of summers ago, they were hanging out with her. Every summer she likes to take them out and do things, like take them to the movies or Zap Zone, like laser tag or something like that. And one time they came back home and they were like, oh yeah, Auntie told us that we only atheists because you are. And I'm like, oh, really? So if I was Christian and y'all were Christian, that would be okay? I mean, like, pick which one you want to do. Either, you want me to be Christian, so they could be Christian. But if I'm a non-believer, then that's bad. And then I'm a bad influence on my kids. Pick a struggle. Like, so they are cut off. Do I really care about keeping? My family was disjointed in the beginning, and then anyway, like we wasn't all close and happy and all kind of stuff to begin with. So cutting them off, it wasn't nothing cutting them off. We are currently in process of rebuilding our tribe. That's part of the tribe. We got Mandisa, Bridget was here somewhere. There she go. She in our tribe. So yes, we do pick who's going to be in our tribe now, and it's a very selective process. Deanna's in tribe because our kids got to meet. She lives so far away. Our kids got to meet because they like the same people. So yeah, I'm not really worried about, you know, keeping familiar bonds. All of that, you got to respect your mother and your father. No, I don't. I don't have to because they don't respect me. I can't tell you how many times since I've been an adult, my mother has, she told my second oldest son when I didn't want to talk to her, she was like, and tell your mama she's a rundown bitch. Well, I'm not going to have that around my kids. See? Bye. I ain't got to talk to you. It's been 2 years. So it's okay. It's okay to not subject yourself to that. You don't have to.
It's always good to listen to the children as well. If the children are not getting comfortable vibes or they're not feeling comfortable around these adults, listen to them.
Yes.
And do not force them to be around any adult that they don't want to be around. And now there may be some family members that we're kind of going through this transition with my in-laws. And now they aren't necessarily religious. The religion isn't the problem. It's more of the tradition and the family and some of these adults and the way they're used to doing things. And so my children are very, especially my youngest, he's very outspoken and he will argue you down now. You know, and so, you know, having to try to say, okay, well, if you're in this person's home, then there may be something you probably can ask the question, or ask questions about it, or if you feel like there's something you're comfortable with, but if they are not comfortable, then it's best to just make different arrangements, and they don't have to be around anybody they don't want to, and that's just bottom line. It is not about the familial comfort. It's about yours
And their safety.
and theirs and their safety. And yes.
So to just add to that, because that was an awesome question. My quick answer, like she says, we don't. But as I mentioned earlier, I do feel like my 10-year-old may miss some of that. So, you know, when I was growing up, I split time between my mom's family and my dad's family, and I was very, very close to my dad's family, who was the religious side. So, like, the fact that my kids don't have as close a relationship to my favorite aunt, you know, that does bother me sometimes. And with her, you know, I do this, I write about it, I do all this stuff, but for some reason, I've never had a conversation with her about me being atheist. Not her. Just, she's in her bubble, and I'm not gonna, not Amy, not that one, you know. But my other aunts talk about it, my mom talk about it, everything. When I first deconverted, like I said, my mom tried to get the kids more often to try to take them to church. But she wasn't that kind of grandmother to begin with. And we've had the conversations where, you know, like you said, if they're not comfortable, they're not going. And my mom knows I will cut her off in a minute. I've done it. I've had to do it for my own safety, for my kids' safety. You know, I'm not going to run down the list of stuff she's done to me or to us or what have you, but she knows now that she has to walk very lightly around us. And she'll say, you know, I'm not trying to be offensive. I'm like, oh, well, you might want to stop there, you know, because I will cut it off. My children come first in that situation. If they're not comfortable if they're not, you know, being respected as humans, because a lot of times, you know, they're children, they don't have their own thoughts. No, they do. And if they're not being treated that way, they don't have to go around you. There's 3 of them and 1 of me. We're our own party. Wherever we go. If we stay at home, we're our own party. And now we have a dog too. So, I mean,
It's all its own kind of party. Right.
Yes. Thank you all so much once again for attending this panel. We are about a few minutes into the break. We'll reconvene back in Chicago A&B at 3:30. So thank you once again.